Okay, welcome to tabletopbattle.com and a new video battle report by me, Svein, and the guy holding the camera is Damon, as you can tell from his nodding and shaking. Okay, keep it still. Today we are going to play the third battle.
A third again?
Not the
third.
The third battle, not the third battle of El Alamein, but
Really? You're worse than me.
the third battle in our North Africa.
Africa.
And Madagascar. The third battle in our Africa series, yeah. Of course, we will do an exclusive battle report for our patrons only, which also will take place in Africa. But more on that later for those guys that are supporting us at patreon.com/tabletopbattle. Anywho, this battle is the Battle of
I knew you were gonna screw up.
I forgot it.
Get your iPad. Let's film this.
I got a real.
Hopefully someday we'll have enough for a blooper reel. We only have 3 shots of it so far.
Tebourba.
Okay.
Yeah.
We only have 3 blooper reels so far, and oddly enough, I'm on each one of them.
You are. You are the main.
You never do anything wrong.
Never. Anywho, the Battle of Tebourba. This is the second day of the battle, where the Germans are bringing in the Tigers for the first time in North Africa. The Tigers will, or the Tiger rather, it was one single Tiger with some infantry support, will enter from this sector over here, and the mission will be to cut off the British that are in the village or city of Tebourba from their companions over here. However, the US Armored Battalion is going to enter from reserves, possibly from turn 2. We will roll as normal for that. So the Germans will enter from turn 1. British are deployed. As always, I will put a link in the description field where you can read about the battle itself. And the map, I actually found somebody has made a scenario of this game, probably with 15mm scale or something like that.
With roughly correct terrain.
Yeah, I set it up like they looked like they did. Okay, one more time. It looked like they have done. It looked like they had done some good research for the battle. So I took I took. So I will put a link to it so you can go and check it out.
Why didn't you just say that? I'll put links here. You're done.
I'll put a link there.
Yeah.
So check it out. The table should be fairly accurate according to how it looked. This is, like I said, just a small part of the battle. Germans had around 50 panzers coming in to try and take this city before the Allies could come to the rescue and bring more forces in, because this was all about capturing Tunis, the capital of Tunisia.
And we're talking not only Tigers but Panzer IVs.
Panzer
we could include much more, but we need to keep this on a civil scale, otherwise we would have a video about 3-4 hours long.
Yeah. And considering for about 1.5 to 2 hours of video, we spent 10 hours
of filming and editing.
Editing, filming, uploading, whatnot. So this is a small part of the Battle of Tebourba.
Yep.
Where you will see the German Tiger 1 in action for first time in North Africa.
Also, the reason why we chose this battle and not one of the more famous, in an even more famous one, Battle of Kesrin Pass, is because that's been done. This one hasn't, as far as I can remember.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people who written the scenario, but I can't say I've found a battle report. But then again, I suck at Googling.
Anywho, Catherine Pass is also available for 1943, so who knows, maybe we will do something
revisit
there.
We'll be right back with the forces introduction.
We will.
And the British forces consists of a 3-man HQ squad, first lieutenant, and 2 additional attendants. All of them are equipped with rifles, commanded by Sergeant Paul. Then we have Mr. Charlie Weaver in command of a 3-man artillery observer unit, also regular. Rattenbury, you are manning the light mortar, which I hate to face and love to use. Funny how that goes. Tyro, you are my artilleryman for this game. Medium quarter pounder with an additional observer, or it's spotter, that's a word. Then we have 2 identical units, 10 men with rifles and light machine gun, commanded by McCormick and Douglas H. Bunker. Let's hope he survives this game as well. And Douglas, you promised us pictures of your dad fighting in Tunisia. Then we have Lieutenant Molden and Schaefer, each commanding a 5-man squad, both with light machine guns, and all of the British are regular. The US, commanding the, well, we have 3 tanks. We have Colonel Flynn O'Flynn driving the Lee. Lots of anti-tank options. 1 light anti-tank, 1 medium anti-tank. And, well, this thing is capable of taking on both tanks and infantry, since the medium anti-tank gun can fire HET6. Then we have 2 Stewarts, commanded by the Simons and Sergeant Joe Gunn. Light anti-tank gun on these babies, as well as medium machine gun options. Both of them have recon. We forgot that last game. Someone was supposed to say recon and someone was supposed to say recce. We didn't have anyone doing it, so. So we need to remember this. For this game, one of us has to say recon or recce. How about I say recce for the whole game and you say recon?
Let's try that.
Let's try that. And that is the US forces. Of course, these 3 are taken from the Tank War Rulebook and are historically correct as what the Americans actually came to the battle with, as support of the besieged British army who's defending. And with that, over to the Nazis.
And for the Axis forces, or the Germans,
Nazis.
We have a first lieutenant with 2 attendants with rifles. All these first infantry units you will see are veteran, so that is out of the way. Then we have
it's commanded by Seryapov.
It is. And then Carroll is taking control of an 8-man squad Fallschirmjäger group with 1 light machine gun, 1 loader, and the rest have rifles. Then you have Giglio. He is returned from the ashes of the M1340 and he is commanding a 5-man veteran Heer unit with light machine gun and loader and rifles.
He's on his last life.
That's true.
No, I'm kidding, Paolo.
Probably Damon is gonna kill you. Brooks is in command of a 10-man veteran squad of Heer, 1 light machine gun, loader, and rest are rifles. Then Hickman, the fort, has a light machine gun and a loader and 3 rifles in his veteran Heer squad. Then we have the air forward observer, because the Germans actually had an airfield only 5 or 6 miles away from the battlefield. And that is commanded by Saffron.
New guy.
Yeah. I must remember not to say Satan.
Saffron.
Saffron. New guy supporting us. And then we have Kushisto. Today he will get
the Kubelwagen.
Yeah, the inexperienced Kubelwagen, which is
Science choice, not me.
Which is kind of a lousy job to have, but somebody has to do it.
Yep, we had to fill up the ranks, and you're it.
Commander Loki, who died last game, is now in command of a SD KZ 222 with recon.
Yeah.
Light autocannon and coaxial medium machine gun, armor value 7.
And then the elephant in the China store.
Yeah, this time we have awarded Blaney the honor of driving the Tiger 1 which is a beast of a tank, armor value of 10, 88mm super heavy anti-tank gun, and a coaxial and hull-mounted medium machine gun. So, Blaney, you have to bid on this baby when we put it up for auction. Painted by
my wife.
Yes.
And that's it for the germs.
Yep.
We'll be right back with round 1.
Okay, before we start round 1, victory conditions and points. The Germans have 1100 points, and these have now miraculously been transported over to this side of the table. And the US and British combined force is 1070, but he will benefit a little bit from having some hardcover over there at Tebourba.
Yes, I will benefit from that immensely, since you're only required to kill this lot.
Yeah.
And those 3.
Yeah. The German victory condition, this is actually what they were trying to do, to cut off the western side, which is this side over here, with this force coming down here. So I can deploy within 824-inch range. I can get 2 inches on this side of the river. The river can be crossed on an advanced move. That river can only be crossed by infantry on a run, but then you can only go from one side to the other side.
These 3 will perhaps make an appearance in round 2.
Yeah.
And Svein's paratroopers, or Fallschirmjäger,
Fallschirmjäger.
he can choose to either have them deployed in round 1, or he can sneak them up behind enemy lines down here, possibly from round 2.
Yeah, that's what they actually did in the real Battle of Tebourba.
So let's see how historically correct, zooming in.
German Fallschirmjägers deployed south of the city and came up behind the
You have
British.
such beautiful eyes. Oh, I forgot myself.
You did?
Yes. So, round 1.
Yeah, a quick note about the terrain, perhaps. Buildings are buildings. If you're inside them, 6 is to kill. If you're on the roof, hard cover. Palm trees provide light cover. Roads, double move if you start and end, if you drive all the way. Same with these dirt roads.
The sandbanks, let me go down.
Go down.
Go down.
Damon, go down.
They block line of sight for absolutely everything. No, you only have regular movement on them.
Yeah, just on the box.
Yeah. And you can only see over them if you are on top of a building or standing on one of them. Then you can see over another to look at another. Yeah. And that's pretty much it.
That is pretty much it.
We'll be right back with the dice number 1.
Okay, start of turn 1, and Damon, of course.
I have 1 or 2 more than you.
You have 11, I have 9.
No, yeah. 2.
This is Tebourba.
I know you're gonna be coming down there.
This is my primary objective.
And the intel also let the British know that you're coming down there. But
should I pause
no,
or something?
You shouldn't pause. Run.
Run order for these guys.
They will run 12 inches that way, and that's it.
Okay. So McCormack is starting to run home. He don't wanna stay alone and be killed, slaughtered.
No. Dice number 2. A run order.
They are gonna run
down
to meet him.
Sort of. Yeah, they're gonna run up around the building.
Okay. Just put one guy there, and so they are hiding behind the building.
There's no hiding. They're coming to face the tiger.
Okay, you're aware that this is Mr. Bunker that you are supposed to keep alive.
Yeah, you had said this the last game. He survived.
With 3 guys left.
He survived.
There you go, Mr. Bunker.
And Mr. Schaefer runs into the first floor of the building.
Okay.
That's it.
And the allied victory conditions is to take out my Tiger, my SDKFZ 222, and my HQ, which is Seriabov.
So killing your Panzer and Seriabov.
Car and Seriabov.
How does a Red Army guy desert to the Hitlerjugend?
He's a very nice guy that saw that we had some troubles filling or We don't have trouble filling the spots. We have ample
Yeah.
choices when filling the spots. It's
Your English is bad today, so let's just move on. We get it.
the problem is to give everyone what they want.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway,
You have a
I
die.
have a die.
What do you want to do with your die?
I will send in Commander Loki.
And this is not the third die, it's his first die.
Third. Commander Loki is maneuvering a wheeled vehicle.
Yes. Oh, you're bringing on that thing.
Yeah, which means he can advance 12 inches.
Ooh.
And he is promptly going to open fire at McCormack to try and stop your advance.
My sideways advance is scaring you?
Yeah. But we didn't really discuss that. These trees, they are spaced a little bit apart. Can I see through them?
Yeah, yeah. They provide light cover, you can see through them, and I can see through them.
So I'm going to use the light automatic cannon.
Yes, sir.
That is because I want to have
Some penetration
the penetration, but
and
also,
range.
but also something I don't think about is that it has a D2 hit
Per autocannon?
per shot. So
Nice.
you can actually have 4 shots if you're lucky.
4 hits.
We have a base of 3. He is veteran. Movement 4, long range, which was 31 inches.
Yeah.
So that's 5.
5 and
cover.
soft cover. Light cover. 6.
6. So here comes 2 6s. Or no 6s.
Or add them up and you get a 6.
Yeah.